Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? It is the Young King Hitman here, and we have a lot of interesting stuff in here in this global producer letter. Starting off with an update coming to the legend. We're getting a pity system, a pissy system, blue hell. We're getting a pity system coming to at least global for the time being. It will come to JP, I'm sure, their next legendary summon banner. But for the time being, this is dope. I was hoping they wouldn't leave legendary summon banners behind and leave them to die. So it's nice to consider and look at the value of these legendary summon banners go up pretty drastically, because me, as the veteran player that I am, I usually skip legendary summon banners in almost every single regard for like their whole lifespan. I mean, I've never been one to try to summon on legendary banners because I think it was always too deep of a pool to dive into. Even the earliest ones, we're talking like, I pulled Int LR Gohan on his first banner. He wasn't on a legendary banner the same way, units are nowadays. But like, if we're talking Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I forgot where AGL Majin Vegeta, I think he got snuck into the type banners. How did we get AGL Majin Vegeta? I forgot. Tech LR Goku Black and Zamasu always had a legendary summon banner, I believe. Like AGL Baby, like that's one of the reasons I've never pulled AGL Baby, and he's coming with an EZA soon to global. I never got him because I don't summon on these banners. I think they were the least valuable banners after, like the real low level 30 stone category banner type, those things, right? So I never looked at them, and it's nice to know that they're getting a pity system. Let's go through what Omatsu says in this producer letter to global and talk about the value changes that are on the way. So change number 1, perform summons to get legendary summon coins, limited. These are not the standard yellow coins that we're used to, the gold coins that we love to see. This is going to be a limited version of them. I'm sure they're only going to last like 2 or 3 weeks. They're going to be limited for, please, I need y'all to understand, they are going to be in your shop. I'm sure the way that it's in parentheses, they're going to be in your shop for like 3 weeks. You will never see those coins again if you don't spend them. Now, that doesn't mean keep spamming them so that you can send them, but the whole point is, this is how they want their pity system to work. This sounds reminiscent of how other pity systems and gacha games work. You go so hard on a banner, eventually, listen, I know you're trying and I feel bad for you, so how about you take this and you get the character that you've spent like 3,500 stones on, right? Or whatever the equivalent is in other, Naruto gacha. Naruto Blazing used to do this, I believe, and I'm sure Bleach, I don't know if Bleach has one, but I'm just chatting, like Brave Souls, things like that. These other games, what is it, 7 Deadly Sins, I believe, has one. I'm just talking, right? You get what I'm saying. These other prominent gacha games have, which people have been saying, like the red coin system, the blue coin system, the turquoise system. These are not pity systems, and I didn't agree with it per se. But then I looked at how other gacha games handled it, and I understood why people felt that way. But I didn't quite think that. Like, I was kind of okay with the idea of a coin system because I went so long, Dokkan. I've been playing Dokkan the whole lifespan except for a couple of months. So for me, I was just happy to have a way to guarantee myself a unit down the line. Like, it was nice to not worry about, like I said, I haven't pulled Baby. I have not pulled AGL Baby. And you would say, hey, Hitman, why don't you just use it? 500 yellow coins to grab them. I just told you I don't summon on those banners. So it creates a way, like, I only have 370 yellow coins. I have more teal coins than I do yellow coins, and those banners have been out for a year as of me making this video. That's how rarely I summon on yellow coin banners. Now, let's see what this is. I wonder what the number is gonna be. Like, it can't be, that is gonna be something egregious, like 500 coins. I'm sure it's gonna be like, 10 coins of multi. 500 isn't enough. 1,000 isn't enough. It might be 300. It might be 300 coins, and then you could go get that unit with the limited coin system. It could be 300. It could be 250. I don't think it's going to be a low number, though. Like, 250 is a high number. I don't think it's going to be like 150 or 200. Damn, bro. 500 coins isn't enough. It seems like it might be around, me just guessing, I could see it being 2,000 to 2,500 coins. So it might be 250 coins. And at that point, it seems like it might just be, it might just end up being the 3,000. Oh, jeez, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Now, at the end of the day, it is a pity system. Most pity systems are pretty, hefty. Like, they're telling you, yo, you really had to have gotten violated to be over here in this section of the shop and other gotchas, is from my understanding. So, yes, it will guarantee you that new character, whether it be LR Dragon Fist Goku that we've been asking for years, right? It could end up being him in the shop, and then you go hella coins in and you just don't get him. And that's the point of this all. 7 rounds only. Guaranteed to recruit a featured character every 3 multi-summons. It's not that crazy, right? It's not exactly a buy 3, get 1 free. It's not the wildest thing, but it is nice. Like, it's 7 rounds. That means you're getting, the whole point is you have a legitimate chance to get one of every featured unit on the summon coin. Like, the prominent units, that is, the prominent SSRs on the featured banner tab. I think that is a nice way to handle it. I don't know that it needed a limit on it. Like, the 7 isn't necessary, but I get why they made it 7, if that makes sense. So yes, they've added a guarantee system to the future of legendary summon banners for global. Like I said, it should be on the way to JP for my JP players. It's probably not that far down. This is what I also wanted to take note of, and no one talks about this enough. Before you guys get to react, please, I try so hard to keep the peace in this community, bro. Before you guys get to reacting in surveys and things like that about things you don't know about, because we haven't seen them implement this at all, consider the fact that they are telling us multiple times in the span of a couple of months. We heard you guys' in-game survey feedback via social media and all of our, means of gathering information, and we are basing future game updates on what you guys are saying. You cannot, this is the key right here, you cannot overreact or be too quick to react to updates as big as this, because it's gonna make them think, you know what, maybe we just shouldn't do this at all. Like, maybe this isn't the way. Like, who knows what they're gonna think? So we have to make sure we have a coordinated, premeditated, well thought out approach as to what changes we want them to make. We have to make sure it's well worded. We have to make sure we explain ourselves properly so that they understand what the issue is with whatever. It could be this, it could be the future of, I don't know, a new mechanic, it could be updates to the name change, it could be updates to the link level system, it could be anything. They could say they're revamping World Tournament and people will hear that and boo, I hate it, just delete the mode. How about we give it time, we process it, right, digest the information, and then say, okay, this new World Tournament update you gave us, I like the fact that you guys are trying to figure out how to change this mode and make it more appealing. However, list A, B, and C, and we all figure out what our main issue is. Issue B, copy and paste that, send that out to them, or well word it however you guys want to say it. And some guys get issue A, and that's their main issue with the mode. Some people get issue C, and that's their main issue with the mode. And we all have a well thought out answer and response in these future surveys, because they clearly are reading through them. And I think people overreacting to the Carnival Dokkan Fest method that they used last year for Worldwide made them never want to do a Carnival Worldwide Dokkan Fest, like a Carnival X Dokkan Fest setup again. I think that's because they went through the surveys. They said they did go through them. So these things matter. You got to make sure our voices are heard for the right reasons, and we're not overreacting with little to no information, or we're reacting off impulse, because it'll just make them make bad decisions again. Like, people will be like, okay, you know what, maybe 3 weeks ago I was ODing, all right? I didn't have to be so rude in my initial tweets about how I thought about this new mechanic or new update. Maybe this is kind of cool. I like the way they handled the rest of this celebration. But they already have your response, so they're gonna take that response, which was, I couldn't even half-baked, and then they're gonna implement the updates accordingly a year or two later. I hate that. I hate that people are too quick to tweet, man. It's not just the tweets, bro, but you know what I mean. I must say though, legendary summon banners are still fairly far behind. I mean, the leader skills, right? The categories they're typically on, they're not usually as exciting or premiere as Dokkan Fest and Legendary Summon Carnivals are. And I'm not asking them to be, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, first thing first, if you can't lead the team, you already have a massive deficit, because now I'm summoning for a high quality banner unit. That's what it feels like. I'm summoning for a high quality unfeatured banner unit, which is like summoning. Like, I'd rather summon for Turles, have a chance to pull Turles and his leader skill, and then have a chance to pull a Mon and Raisin and their amazing kit, versus summoning for a banner, this LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku has the same kit as a Mon and Raisin, except he's super class, and his banner is worse than Turles's, and he's a worse lead than Turles. Like, you get what I'm saying? So legendary summons are still fairly far behind. I'm sure a lot of players aren't going to be too excited about the prospect of updating these banners, but the thing about them that matters most is it puts us in a position where this pity system they have right now for the blue or for the yellow coin, the gold coin LRs, they're clearly gonna implement later. Maybe it could be 10th anniversary. They're gonna implement it later on to the Dokkan Fest and the Carnival Summons. This is just them experimenting. They're messing with us. Once again, this is why we have to make sure we process the info before we react. We have to see how they handle the celebration before we react. So we just got to give these certain things time. Some people dislike things on first try. Wow, my dog just headbutted my door open to get in my room. Goodness. So anyway, some people overreact initially and will not step away from their overreaction. So then they're just in the celebration still being bitter and sour on something that they didn't process. They didn't care to look at twice. Something their opinion was a half well thought out opinion, which isn't even well thought out. And then they'll take that and run with it because they have an agenda to push. We have to make sure you get it, man. I know y'all get it by now. I mean, stop repeating myself. Now, things that are coming later on this month, I could make that its own video, but I think I'm gonna throw that in here. I think I'm gonna throw that in here. Missions are on the way. The Master Roshi Turtle School event is actually getting a buff in a couple of weeks. For a couple of weeks, it's gonna be short term. Final news of the day: yeah, work hard, play hard, study hard. The Turtle School is gonna get a level up to launch. Who's gonna give us 3 Dozenkais and 1 guaranteed Elder Kai, I believe. Let me make sure. 3 Dozenkais if you do it on hard, and then if you do it on Z hard, it'll give you an Elder Kai. That's what it is. I have to make sure I explain that correctly. So just make sure you keep doing it on Z hard as you have been anyway for the past year or so, whatever time it came out. I would hope the link level rate is different. I don't see, I might have missed a line or a caption or whatever, or translation. I would hope that the actual rate is going to be higher. Something like, the Goasu event seemed like it had a very high rate. We'll figure it out. But yeah, it's coming to global in a couple of weeks, so keep your eyes out for that. Halloween seems like it's going to be very interesting because they're messing around right now. For us to find out that we're getting this, what's the part 2? Am I tripping? When are they implementing this? Because Turles didn't have a part 2. Oh, Spirit Bomb Goku. Oh my gosh, I hate that card. Oh man. So yeah, the initial banner that's gonna see this legendary summon pity system is gonna be LR Int's Turles movie Goku. Whatever. Oh, that just made me sick. Damn, Omatsu looking mad intimidating right there, bro. Chill up off me. I'm gonna leave it there with creepy Omatsu face. Young Hitman is off this. I hope you guys are very excited for Dokkan's future. I hope you guys appreciate the updates and, them listening and analyzing our feedback and angry reviews and, memes and tweets and constant liking of Goresh sarcasm comments. Young Hitman is off this.